Hello everybody and welcome again to Cooking on a Budget with Christine. Today we're going to make a tasty lentil and tomato soup just using a few ingredients. So here we go. So today for this soup we're going to use some split red lentils. That's what they look like there in the bag when you're in the supermarket, you can pull them. A can of chopped tomatoes, 1 onion, 2 stock cubes and 2 cloves of garlic. Now you don't really need to put the cloves of garlic in if you don't have any, but I must admit it does make the soup taste a lot nicer if you do have them. So what we're going to do is chop the onion, chop the garlic, and just so that you can see, if you haven't got scales, the lentils are about 3/4 of a cup of lentils. Now before you put the lentils in your pan, just make sure you wash them, because just occasionally you might find a little stone in them and that's not great for the fillings. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make up the stock, 850 mils of stock with our 2 stock cubes, and then we're just going to place everything in the pan. So that's 850 mils of water, boiling water in my jug there, and I'm just going to pop in the 2 stock cubes. I quite like using the Knorr vegetable stock cubes for my soups, just simply because they're quite tasty, but most supermarket brands of stock cubes are grand. Some people might prefer to use a chicken stock cube, but definitely not a beef stock cube for this recipe, like oxo or anything, because it just would be too overpowering for the soup. So just stir those around now until the stock is dissolved. And can I say a big welcome to everybody who's off school at the moment, who have started following me. I hope you're enjoying making home economics at home. So there we have our stock. I'm not going to stir it too much longer because it's making an awful noise. We're going to pop that in the pan. Now I have 2 cloves of garlic here, and what I'm going to do with the garlic is literally just chop it into tiny pieces, and that will go in the pan. So there we are, that's our garlic nicely chopped, just roughly, because you are actually going to blend your soup together. So I'm going to take this over to the cooker and get it all together. So we're going to pop our 850 mils of stock into the pan and add onions, the garlic, the tin of tomatoes, and lastly the washed lentils. And all you do is just stir it all together like that. Now it's very important every 5 minutes or so that you just give this soup a stir, simply because the lentils have a habit of sticking to the bottom of the pan. So what we're going to do is turn that up, bring it to the boil, and then turn it down and let it simmer. So that's our soup boiling now, and I can just feel the lentils sticking a little bit on the bottom, so I'm just going to give it a good stir, and then I am going to turn it down. That's it boiling there now, if you can see. That's quite rapid, but we want to get just to simmer it. So I'm just going to turn my cooker down, and there you can see now that that's not bubbling as much, but it's still simmering and it's cooking. And we're just going to leave that there now, and I'll tell you for exactly how long once we get back to you. That took 15 minutes to boil up nicely, and if you look and check your onions should be nice and clear, and that will show you that they're cooked. And once you put your spoon in, you'll see, like, oh, your lentils are lovely and soft and cooked there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use the hand blender to blend all that together. Now, I think I said in my previous videos that these little hand blenders are probably the best bit of kitchen equipment that you'll ever buy. And I did have a look around, and you can buy them for £5.50 from Asda, or you can buy them online from Currys as well. And at the moment I notice Currys are not even charging you delivery. So we're just going to blend that now. Hold on to the side of the pan tightly. Now here it's your choice if you want to thoroughly blend it or whether you want to leave a bit of tomato. But I think for most children it's probably better if you blend it completely, and then it hides the vegetables. So switch it off and there it is, ready to serve. So earlier on this morning I made some nice cheesy scones, and I'm going to show you how to do those in the next recipe. They're great. If you haven't got any bread, making a few scones is super with soup. And these are the cheesy ones. I'll show you tomorrow how to make cheesy scones and also how to make sweet scones as well. So there's our lovely soup. I'm just going to pour out 2 tablespoons full, is enough for anybody. And I'm just going to decorate it with a wee bit of basil there. So there we have it, tomato and lentil soup, ready to go and enjoy.